But that's why we're hiding it in here, because reasons. Article ID. And then we can unwrap or I think, and your ID can be like -1 because I think we'll be fine. Okay. Content. Okay, course article. Okay, so you have to go into article. Now with this one, it's going to be a so we map through here to get the article. We then map. Okay, so then I want to get the content, which is an option, and the content here is an option, so that's fine. But I want to, okay, so what are you? You're an option. Map inside the map. Content dot content. Let's do a attribute value from article content unwrap or default. No, wait, I don't have to do unwrap or default because if it's a none, that's fine. Okay. You're upset. Mismatch types expected enum iString. Okay, so standard option. Okay, so we have, I'm gonna use my finger for this one, so sorry. Standard option. Oh, I have too many options. Do I want to filter map this? I don't want to attribute value this yet then. Okay, so that gets me content, which is okay, so that's actually the content, right? So filter map content. The method call chain might not have the expected associated types. Wait, what? Okay, so what? You are a option API, get all data, LMS courses, articles, article content, which I'm getting here. I'm getting that content and I'm returning the content out of this, which should be a string. And then, okay, so this I want to Intuit maybe. Yeah, okay, so Intuit, and then I collect you, which you don't. Oh, I don't collect you. It's just yourself, a mismatch types, like expected enum, option. Oh, cool. It put it into a file on my system because the expected type was too big. How does this all correspond to GraphQL? Is this lots of database queries, or is it a single GraphQL call or something else? So I do a single, oh, also, hello, Hugh. I do a single GraphQL call at the beginning when you refresh the page or when you first navigate there, and it has all the things in it. And now I'm taking all the things and putting them into objects. Seni Sensei, hello. How are you doing today? Doing good? Excellent. Anyways, Hugh, did that answer your question? Okay, so article, we map content info. So it's like there's a JSON manifest in the page and you extract from that. Yeah, essentially, pretty much. And there's security roles in the GraphQL database side that then grabs and extracts, that only allows you to see certain things. So that's why there's so many options here, is because you may not be allowed to see the content of this. And so like there's options all the way down, which we have to handle because of reasons. This is like the side of web development that makes Rust not so fun to use. Okay, so course article map. I wonder if I should just try to break this out into its own things to extract them, and then I can just pass. Is an option attribute value. So here we have a course article. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually do that. Let me start over. So first I'm going to start as none, right? Just to make things happy. You are, okay, so I'm also missing preview. So let's set this to false right now, or say none. And description is a none. And those are essentially my to-dos. Okay, what are you upset about? Cannot return value referencing local data, article.title. Oh, okay, so I can't do Aster. So I can do... I can do a attribute value from like that, and that should return you. And I do have to do a into on this. Course article moved due to this method call. Okay, so I can do an as ref because I don't actually care anymore, right? So like as ref, we map through this. Wait, do I have to clone it? Attribute value from a reference to a string is not satisfied. Oh, okay, hold on. Can I do an as stir here? I can't. I can. Okay, course articles. Okay, so course articles dot article does not live long enough. Borrowed value does not live long enough. Okay, cool. Oh, because then I'm trying to use this here to get, oh, that's fun. So it's like there is a JSON manifest on a page and you extract from that. No, it's not a manifest on the page. The first thing I do is I make an API call to the to our API on top of the database, and it returns JSON essentially. And that JSON is broken out into a bunch of different types that I'm now breaking out further into my own models that I can use locally. Maybe a macro. Yeah, maybe a macro. That would definitely clean things up, although I need to make this work first. Okay, so what if I try to do this like all separate? So if I try to say like, okay, title. If I try to break these apart, so we do, I have, so the course article, so first of all, what are you upset about? Course article declared here. Did I redeclare course article somewhere else? Hold on, is that what the problem is? Borrow of course articles dot article appears here. Okay, so I want to, course article does article does not live long enough. Okay, so what if we let's just redo all of you again. Okay, so we have title, ID, content, preview, description. Okay. You know what? And I'm just going to make you to-dos on all of these. Okay, so starting with title. So I need the article from this. So I guess like we'll get the article from this here. So I want just a reference because I don't need to own it. So course article dot article. Oh, and so that's going to be interesting. Okay, so I don't want to crash. Do I want to if let sum here or let article equals article does not have a default, but I certainly could create a default in here, couldn't I? And then I could grab it okay or default or something like that. So there's some JSON-like data store that results from an API call. Why can't you get the one thingy a part of the JSON blob? So that's what I'm trying to do, except the thing that I grabbed out basically turned everything that can be null from the database into options, which makes a lot of sense, right? And that's where I'm having to deal with here, is like extracting out of there. So it's exactly that. I mean, even if I just do something like this, I just say like, hey, I'm extracting out your article. I have an option here. So if I say, okay, I want the title to be equals to article I don't want to own. Okay, can I actually? I do that instead. So I have a brand new option that I own with the reference to the contents inside of it. Better. Okay, so should I guess like at this point, okay, so I want to unwrap that article. Okay, so I want to unwrap the article. The article should never have a problem, right? But obviously there could be. So let's just say like let's article equals this, else we're going to do an early return and return a self so the title would be unknown article title. The idea will make -1, so it can't ever be anything. The content will be a none. Preview will be none. And description will be none. So we do that. Okay, so at this point in time, we have the real article. So now we can say article.title into that got moved. Course article does not live long enough. Okay, so we're just going to clone you. It'll be fine. Okay, article ID. Okay, content. Content is going to be our, let's see, so article dot content is another option. So I have to map through you. Cannot move out of article. Okay, so I could wait, there's a cloned, right? No, that was something else. Oh, I could let's see, as ref it here. Cannot move out of article content. Okay, so content, and then we clone you. Because we're in web dev. Yay! Future Highway, hello. How are you doing today? You cannot use as ref an article and then destructure it before the self, so you have to have own values. I don't need a clone. Wait, what? I can, okay, so I don't need as ref. Where? So you cannot use as ref on article and then destructure it before the self. So I don't need the clones. So I don't need the as ref here, is what you're suggesting. So I take it out. And then I don't need the clones because I own it. It's basically accidentally early optimization. Yay. I don't think I need the as ref there then. And therefore I don't need the clone. Yeah, that works really well. Thank you for that, Future. Hey, we figured it out, so it's all good, right? Hey, but it's a good idea because I own it when coming into the front, right? From. So because of that, I might as well just take advantage of the fact that I own it and just go from there. Okay, so I want this to be a sum of a Boolean. Now, if we do course article preview is like that. So I wrap that in a option. Okay, and then finally description. So this is the article description is an option iString. No, but what do I have? You are a option string. Okay, so then I just map into. And then that works. Okay, this now returns the appropriate thing, and now we have it. So now we can come back to the course access page. And this should now have the thing. Do you now show? Yeah, there we. Now I have a link. That takes us to the introduction to Docker. Okay, cool. You're a different type of card, aren't you? You're still a card like that. Your max width. Oh, because I do this link around it. You need to be 100%. 2, which is fun. Okay. I can click anywhere on this card. What I'm kind of surprised about is that there's no title for that. Okay, wait. I don't think I need a special. I don't think I need to set the card type. I think if I just do that. Introduction to Docker, bam, I can click on it. So you're a link. So I can have, I can basically say somewhere like if you're preview or not. Okay, so unwrap our default, and that gives me preview. You know what? This is kind of stupid. I don't like having that be an option here. So let's break things. You're just going to be a Boolean now. Okay, so preview. You're false by default. You're like that. Okay, and now we have errors up the wazoo. Okay. So preview, I don't need this to be like that. We just have you. Okay, so console logging. I don't need to unwrap you. Okay. I don't need an is some and anymore. I just need to do if articles.preview. Like that. Another ad break. Wait, is time really moving that fast? It feels like time is moving really fast right now. Okay, from this, so do I have API article? Correct, I don't have this, so if I don't know, you become a false. I think though that this is going to be not used eventually. Okay, from insert article. Okay, so this will be false again because I don't have the article coming back. Unless, of course, so API article. Yeah, so you have content that's coming in, but I don't have the article content. Okay, so this is just gonna be false. Okay, API get all LMS articles probably doesn't have this. So this is gonna be value dot. Yeah, I don't have you. So make you false too. Okay, and now we're onto this. Okay, so we have if preview, and so now I don't need that. If article preview. So I don't need this at all because we can just do if article preview. We don't have to do anything special to get it. That's good. We create this as a link, right? Okay, so this becomes a link. I need for the title. That's the description. Okay, so article title. We're gonna do, okay, title is, we're gonna do a format. Article title. Wait, can I do a subtitle in a card? I have a title and a text. With the href text. Oh, so if I do turn it into that other type of card, I can say preview on it. Ooh. Okay, so if article preview, we link to this. And then we do our called builder. Card type. I want this to be a call to action. Okay, so we'll put this back to what we had before. And so now we see, okay, we have introduction to Docker there. And then I want card builder dot href text is going to be preview. So then no. Oh, and I could just do this all in one go. Here. This is being silly. There it goes. Okay, so don't need the card builders on top of this. We just run you all. So if you're a link, you get those things. That did not change. I thought. Okay, so in card. Oh, where's card builder? Oh, card builder is part of card list, isn't it? Okay, so how did I create this? Okay, so we have href text. Okay, so here's wrap and link when I do the internal link. And so that just puts in, but it still has a class card type render, card type render props, okay? So call to action. Self call to action. Oh, interesting. I don't know how I like this. I don't think I like the call to action card. It like, am I even using this? I don't feel like I'm using the call to action card anywhere. Because like I can't put any text in it. It's just a button. That's all it is. The other card is this. And it kind of makes me want to take you, throw you in here, and then just do the same thing where you have like, okay, BB title is the same. We do all that stuff. Props text iter, put the text in. Then the only difference is I have this button that shows up here. This was the href. I don't know if they need you. Okay, so now we're going to have that. I'm going to have the description, I believe, if we have one, and then this introduction to Docker text, which that button I'm just using the props title clone, and so what I probably want to do is the href text. Okay, that's good. Do I want that 100% of the width, or do we like that on the left here? Once I have, this might make sense to be on the left like this. Once I have some more actual like text in here. So okay, introduction to Docker. I can update you. Okay, so you're that ID. Mutation, update, article description. Okay, so I want to, okay, so where ID is equal to that. I want to set description to be, okay, so this, all right, so what would the good description for introduction to Docker? Oh, Prash, hello. How are you doing today? Suggest me technology to learn technology which is future proof. Unfortunately, there is no such thing. We are moving forward with technology so rapidly recently that any technology will become obsolete eventually. So there is no such thing as future proof. I don't know if there ever really was in technology. That being said, if you learn a growth mindset and how to do general development in various parts of the stack. So maybe like learning something like React or Angular or Vue, like one of the front end frameworks is a really good choice because you can take information and knowledge from that and then apply it to new technologies as they come out. So it's not that the technology is future-proof, it's you're future-proofing yourself by being able to adapt and learn new things quickly. That's the front end. On the back end, Rust, Go, and Python and Node are still really good choices to learn. For Node, there's a lot of I actually don't know any of the good backend frameworks for any of those systems. For Python, Flask or Django, one of those two is probably a good idea. Ruby and then Rails is a good choice. PHP and Laravel. Node used to be Express, but I think that's changed recently, and a lot of people now suggest another framework for the backend. I don't know Go's backend systems. For Rust, Axum or Actix Web, one of those two, and then like that should be good enough information for like then to be able to adapt to whatever new things come out, which they certainly will. Does that answer your question, Prash? It's sort of like a non-answer answer, and then I answered a side question. Absolutely. Feel free to ask away. As long as you don't mind if I'm like just sort of like working and it takes me a little while to get back to it. Okay, so introducing the introduction to Docker course. We go over prerequisites. No, we don't go over prerequisites. We just go over community information, along with where to go to get help. Okay, so if I set that, and then I want affected inserted rows. Okay, give me that. There he goes, affected rows. So I can run that. Name, syntax error, name found, end of file. Okay, that's not great. What did I do? Okay, so I have the where. I have the set, introduction. Why are you upset? Okay, so hold on. I can show you what I'm trying to work on. So I'm trying to write this. So I get this expected name found in a file. So mutate, update, article, description. I want to update LMS articles where ID is equal to that. Set description is this. And then we open up U. And then I want to return this. Do we do not get that? Okay, we have an error. Expected name found close. Okay, so I want I have to returning. Okay, give me a returning and title. That's what I need. Okay, cool. So cut you out, paste you back in here. Okay, well, I forgot the other where, which was, wait, did I set that where just, oh, it changed on me. I had a where ID and then it changed it to description is null true. So that's cool. So if the description was not set, it's now been set for everything. Cool. That's awesome. Love to see it. But now we now have the description of the article and this. I think that looks pretty good. And then this is what it's going to look like if we don't have access. So that's good. Okay, blockchain or cybersecurity, because you're afraid of AI dominating right now. So here's another question. If you're afraid of AI dominating, why is blockchain or cybersecurity any safer from AI dominating? Because I've not ever heard anybody giving like a valid reason of why, like, if AI is going to take over development jobs, why would the adjacent developer jobs of blockchain and cybersecurity also be safe? That doesn't feel true. I feel like those jobs would, if developer jobs are going to be taken over, cybersecurity and AI will also be taken over. Or sorry, cybersecurity and blockchain will also be taken over. Look, your live will be better, okay? This also isn't what I wrote down, is it? Oh, it is what I wrote down. What this are, article, yo, okay, come on. Who really cares about spelling? Nobody cares about spelling. I should just change the entire course to be emojis and memes. All right, well, I might as well not even have a where statement anymore because oh, I need to have a where. Okay, so where sure, description is null false. Okay. Your life will be changed for the better. You won't even need to do dishes after learning what this article wants to teach you. Okay, I need to update this to like I need to fix those. Okay, but I think it looks good. And we could go all the way down to the bottom and then we get that. Okay, perfect. I think this looks great. And if we come over here, this is what this now looks like. That's a little bit weird, but I think it's because of the extra lines here. Can we fix this? It's the card. I have a margin bottom which is working here but not working on these. What's wrong with, what's different with like you? Oh, because it's on card body. Wait. Card body has a padding at the end. Okay. Card doesn't. Oh, it's because of the A tag. You do take over this entire space, don't you? Okay, out of curiosity, if I move the A tag inside of the card, what happens? So that's the call to action one. Oh, but it's wrapped in link. Oh, I don't need to wrap it in a link. Wait a second. I don't need to wrap it in a link. We have a call to action. Okay, so if I don't need this to be a link anymore. Oh, that becomes like an external one, which is, that's not what I want. That's why I had the link. Oh. I really want this. Okay, so you're just a string. Okay, so I have on click, button style, debug name, props. Okay, I catch when I unclick it. Which then becomes this. Oh, I then emit out a callback. Oh, so I probably don't want a call to action. I want a, like a link at the bottom or a preview or something like that. I mean, I could give a color to the card, but nobody's going to know what color means. I could put preview in the title, but I don't like that either. I could have a subtitle which I don't think we've done before. I do like the button there. I do like the button. Hold on. So in button, oh, we could do a button type. Hold on. Which is either button or a link, I think. Oh, and I can do a button style. Okay, so if I do button type, oh, that's my choice. Button type. Okay, so it's not button type, it's button style. It's button style text. Which, yeah, you are button underscore style. Okay, so if I just change that, you're upset because I didn't put you in the right place. Yay! Oh, another ad break just started. So it's been another half an hour or so. Time is really flying. It's yeah, it is 12. Okay, you're working. So if I come back to here, we resave you. Wait. Okay, so I don't want the style to be, I want the button style to be an actual button. I want it to be a type link. There's something we can do with buttons to make them links in oh, what is it called in for screen readers? So MDN button type. Can I say link? Oh, literally, this is the only choices. Okay, so the suggestion from what I read here is that if your buttons are not for submitting form data to a server, be sure to set their type attribute to button, otherwise they will try to submit. And then if I remember correctly, down here it said, buttons that only show an icon to represent do not have accessible names. Accessible names provide information. Okay. Put the text in the button that concisely describes the button's functionality. Okay, so that's what we should do. So in here, first off, okay, we took you off. Come back to here. I want call to action is fine. The href text will be preview preview the article, which then sends you over, right? So now we have preview the article. Now, when I click this, nothing happens, right? Because you're just sitting here doing that. So I need to on click, grab this out. How is that working? So notice the buttons for preview appear at different levels in their respective courses. Here's an alternative. No button, but the course title links to the preview. Ooh. But the course title links to the preview. Well, okay. So that works too. The button I kind of like. I kind of like the button because it gives like this thing of like, oh, this is preview. The other way, I need like I still need some way to say like, hey, this is preview, go ahead and click this. What if, however, I move the button to on top? So I say BB title. Okay, so we have our title, we have our horizontal rule, and then we do this, and then we have the description. So now that the now the buttons will be up here. Oh, but I guess this is still going to be different because depending upon how these. Okay, so what if I put them above even the title? And I put them there. What do you think? I don't like it. What did I do previously to make this all the same size? Okay, this is all still inside the card body. So that makes sense, right? What if I put you outside the card body? So what if I do something like this? We have a fragment. There we go. Now you're at the bottom. Okay, so now you're consistently at the right size. That's good. You're set to be 100% width now. Oh, because I think that's the default, is your 100% width. I don't like that for this size, but I think there's a button size property we can do. Because I think in here in button, oh, I don't have a button size. We have a style. Oh yeah, that's it. What do I want to do for button size? I mean, I could just give it a padding, which would be in the card, I think. Where on the button, I can say, I think it's classes, right? Yeah, classes. Let's see, margin, no, yeah, margin Y, like 2. I thought it was NMX, but or an NMY, but apparently not. Is it M? It's not MY like that. Is it like MY2? No. Because if I do margin top, yeah, that sets okay, that. Oh, it's not left right, it's margin like left right. So if I do left, margin X2, that's what it is. Margin X2, not Y. Margin X, if I do something like 4, that shows up like this. And then I probably also want oh, why is the up and down, isn't it? But that's top and bottom at like MB. It's like, then I want MB like 2. Yeah, that gives a little bit of space down here. I think that's good. So I like this. How do you look in here? Not bad, not bad. Okay. And then more importantly, if I click it, nothing happens. That's not set up yet. Okay, so on the card, when I do an on click, it comes to here. So we have a call to action, and I emit out the props on click. Okay. What, however, if I tell you where to go? So what if I have like a pub call to action internal route, which would be the type T. you're going to have to be an option. Like that. Okay. So we don't need you, but in here, I have access to props. So that's good. Okay, so we go to onClick. That goes into here. I want I'll keep it as the option, but I need to clone it, right? So let okay, so that call to action internal route, that's an option. And so here we'll emit out if we don't have a route. Otherwise, we'll go to the route if we do. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Wait, can I do that? I don't think I can route a route to this. I don't have a navigation. Yeah, we have I can't promise that we're going to have a navigator here. So I need to admit this route. Okay, your T is a routable plus static. What if I make... It's like I almost want just like the call to action data, and you're going to emit that out when you get emitted out. I'm actually just curious now, where does this go? Where does our on click happen? Because is that, let's see. Yeah, okay, so props on click. So that is when the button gets clicked. This emits out from card, but that goes to card list is holding this. Ooh, I have an on action. That's probably what it is. On action. Props on action. Okay, so on the card. On click. So this is just card data on click. Oh, card data on click. Okay. So it's each one gets to do it. So, okay. I see this now. So we'll do if article preview on click. This takes in a callback. So I have to callback from we don't care what you are. And we do that, okay? Undeclared type. Okay, import you. You're okay. So yeah, that's exactly what this is. So I want. I know exactly what this is. So this isn't the best because I'm creating multiple articles in here, but I can. Okay, so if I get the article ID like that, I also let course ID is just simple things that should move in just fine. Okay, so I want to move us to the proper place now. So this is going to be navigator. We're going to push the routes. I want to go course access article. We have the course ID and we have the article ID. Okay. Expected unknown found routes. Wait, oh, right. It's that. Move. Cannot move out of navigator. Right. Okay, so I have to clone the navigator, and then I have access to that. Okay, great. So theoretically, now if I come down here, preview the article. There we go. Now we're in the article. Excellent. And I can click everywhere else and it's just fine. So that's good. Now I can preview the article. So this is introduction to Docker still, and installing Docker takes me installing Docker. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. So that's good. Okay, so if this is looking okay, I kind of want to push this all up and see if it breaks everything or if we're screwed. So test in production, right? That's what they teach everybody at schools. Oh, and that won't work. I need to push this up first. All right, so this is like positioning and setting up call to action cards. Okay, so that's you. Okay, so that rebuilds. You'll be fine. I need to sync again. Okay, and so now if I go to this page, we hit refresh, this should look so much better. All right, here we go. So introduction to Docker, we have you. I can preview the article. That's great. It takes me to the right URL. Everything is looking good. Okay, and then I also want to verify that I didn't break everything else. Okay, everything is looking good so far. And there, okay, perfect. I don't always test my code meme. Yeah, we always test our code. It just sometimes we only test it in production. Sometimes we also choose to test it in other places too, besides production. Okay, that's good for that. Let's also test it without this. So these all look good still. Courses, Docker, you look fine. Go there and Looks fine. Cool. Okay, so now if we look at you, course access page. All right. It is 12:30 and my brain is feeling it a little bit right now. The last part of this is going to be the course access article page, which is this page. This is the last sort of page that any normal learner can go to. And this is obviously, we're going to need to make this work. We're going to have to figure out something to do with the course nav, where to put that. We can throw it inside one of these hamburger menus and have that appear, and then have it be like full screen. I'm not really sure what I want to do for this, or like where to go. We'll have to decide that tomorrow. The other thing that we're thinking of is maybe make it like slide off to the right, or maybe just disappear and show up, or maybe float over everything else. I don't know. I think there's a lot of different options for us. Do you have a video sample option? Courses 20 parts, three parts have sample segments. I believe, let's see, this one does. The installing Docker has a video sample option. Okay, so I think we're good to go on this, and I think I am probably going to call it for a day because, as I mentioned, my head's feeling a little bit fuzzy, and I don't want to tackle that next big thing right now. So the plan is that I'll be here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock Mountain Time, which is GMT minus 6 right now, I think. So same time that we started today. And we'll be probably working about the same time until around this time to hopefully finish up this ticket and continue on moving on with the other one. This is our beefiest one, but I like things are looking really good. I'm liking how it's working, and I'm looking forward to having a mobile friendly LMS. So let's see. Time in London is 19:28. That is, let's see, right now it is 12:29. So what is that? 12:19. So seven hour difference. So when it's, let's see, and then if I go back to when I started, so at 8, it was 4 hours. We did like what, 4.5 hours today? Yeah, 4.5 hours. So basically 15 something, like 15 o'clock or so is probably when I'll start in London time. Let's see, I think that's going to be it for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for a day. I think I already did my outro. So with that, everybody, I hope that you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow or whenever online. Have a good one, and bye.